And it's episode 2 of Not Just Another Sport. So welcome. My name is Sohail with you on this journey with of ours. And today I've got somebody special here with me. I've got none other than No Kapau. No, yeah, that's it. No Kapau today. So I've got somebody else that's going to be with me. I've got none other than Anisha Mars. But before we get to her, this episode is somewhat a bit special for me. It actually hits home. Um, the school I attended. So we're gonna have New Orleans here. We got Klein Nederburg, the second biggest interschools for Drakenstein. That is going to be chatting to the captains. We're gonna chatting to the coaches. We're gonna chatting to managers. But also, it was the World Cup finals, and I've got the Cape Wine Safa president, vice president coming in to talk about Bafana how they did in this World Cup, and also was Argentina allowed visas to enter Spain's hall? Well, that's a question everybody has to answer. But, ladies and gentlemen, here she is, the person that's normally behind the scenes, Anisha Moss. Welcome on camera.
Thank you. It's a blessing to be on camera, finally.
Finally. And you know what? We're outside. We're at the beautiful Optimus Village in front of one of our sponsors, Pasadena Spur. And this episode is brought to you with the compliments of Paul Spurs, which is Pasadena Spur in Red Mountain Spur.
Yes, Pasadena Spurs just giving us a little bit of taste for life. If you haven't seen it yet, with us, we are sponsored by all the Spurs right here in Paul. But guys, you don't want to go anywhere because you don't want to miss out on the episode in front of us. Like Shael said, it's a big Paul Derby coming out on the 8th of August 2026. It's New Orleans Secondary School against Klein Nederburg Secondary School. You don't want to miss out on this.
Okay, first of all, who are you going to support? Because we're not going to divide the
No.
stable up here.
Look here, don't throw me in the deep end.
No,
Don't
I have
throw
to-
me in the
we-
deep
we
end.
I have to do it, obviously, because on the 8th, I'm there.
Yes.
Apparently, so I need to keep this nice and smooth. So
Okay.
that's how I got some hot chocolate. But that
wanna know where I
much later.
stand?
No, never mind that. All right. So up next, we've got none other than we need to find out what happened over the weekend. Nations Championship Springboks. We had the under 20 World Cup final, under 20s as well. Blitzboker. Karika. It doesn't matter. So, but we're gonna have that. So Elton's up next. Stay tuned. You do not want to go miss this. All right, welcome back. It is not just another sports show. So Elton, good evening. Welcome to the seat. It's cold here, but welcome. I've got. You had your coffee?
Yeah, well, it's on its way.
It's on its way.
Yeah, that's all right.
Okay, it's courtesy of Paul Spurs, right? And Pasadena Spurs. We were shooting tonight today. Okay, so tell us what happened over this past weekend.
I'll tell you what, we had another interesting weekend of Nations Cup. You know, the Southern Hemisphere versus the Northern Hemisphere.
Mm-hmm.
So we had the Nations Cup, and it brought us a few quite good, interesting results. And I tell you, I am very not worried. Should I be worried? New Zealand playing the way they demolished the Irish. I hope there's no Irish in the spurt tonight. But demolished the Irish, but also South Africa looking very good once again. And if we can go through those scores, you know.
But before you go
Okay,
through this, because
yep.
I want to get to this, because I know that Rassi is speaking about the teams, and he's literally just shuffling and recycling his entire team to see the combinations. I've got to say, Vusi was brilliant again. Is it Williams?
Yes,
Which-
Jaco
yeah,
Williams.
yeah.
The Sharky. He was brilliant. I was wondering when he was ever going to get a chance, but you know, it's a bit
Yeah,
scrappy for me.
It's funny you mentioned those two guys. They were available to play with the SA20s, under 20s this weekend, but what a great step up it was for them to play for the national men's side once again. And I mean, Rassi, he's got his own plans. Rassi in your head, as they sing about it, you know, the song. I don't have to talk much about that. But, you know, the results going more the way of the Southern Hemisphere.
Mhm.
Obviously, we're heading towards Twickenham, the finals being played on the 27th and 29th of November, where the finals weekend at Twickenham,
Yeah.
when where everything is happening. And New Zealand topping there. South Africa topping the pool above.
New Zealand.
New Zealand.
But they're always coming
And
here.
pardon?
They're always coming here. So I'm waiting for the Blue Bulls. I'm waiting for the Stormers to beat the All Blacks. So
Yeah, you're waiting for that, mate. But I tell you, what a nice eye opener for people who thinking South Africa is just going to walk over it. I'm a book, yes, but I mean, New Zealand coming here, we have to be very cautious this time around.
Yeah.
I think they're playing much better rugby than last year.
All right. So what did the scorelines look for the
So
first
we're
weekend?
looking at then New Zealand beating Ireland, quite easily at 40-21. South Africa obviously ran over Wales. We expected that. We expected
Yeah,
that.
I
That
was
43-0.
expecting actually
Argentina, I thought a bit unlucky with the last try.
Mhm.
But England winning that 131-24, controversial in the last try. But anyway,
Let's
Japan going down to France 42-15. Scotland beating Fiji at home. Scotland, always easy for them. 33-17. Australia running away against Italy, and that was 57-10. So that was quite easy for Australia then. So we're going to have to cut back to we talk about international, but how about getting back home? The Currie Cup, the first division.
Hold on. Before we get to
Okay.
the Currie Cup, I want, because on Saturday night there was something special happening. No, we're not just double world champions with a senior group, but our under 20s as well. And Rassi is sitting with a huge headache because now I think what's currently happening is the World Rugby is going to ask who's going to be able to stop South Africa. Because if that's what our under 20 group is looking like, no, it's look, we've got SAA, SAB, SAC, SAD, SAE. I think we have the entire alphabet.
Of course, so just to get back to that, and the under 20s, of course, going back to back, beating France in the final, beating them 16-5. And that's it's back to back, and then it's our third title, isn't it, Anisha?
Yeah.
Dat is nie ons derde.
Die onder 20ste
Ja, but because we beat them in 2012.
Yeah.
We beat New Zealand, then we beat New Zealand again last year, and this year we beat France. So back-to-back wins for the under 20s in the World Under 20 Championship. What a great feat that wasn't for us.
Yeah, it was brilliant, and like I said, it's going to be a conundrum for Rassi. Who do I play where? And he's sitting already with Vusi on fly off. He's sitting
not
with
just Vusi. This weekend by the Under 20 Championship, Yakin Amik showed us exactly what he's made of by winning as well the player of the championship. So excellent performance by Yakin Amik. Rassi definitely has a lot of options when it comes to fly off. Now,
Mani Lubbock,
yes,
the injured Sasha.
And if I even have to mention Jason Kobe, what?
Oh, well, he plays everywhere, doesn't he? He plays everywhere.
Yeah, all right. So also another interesting weekend. The Carling Currie Cup kicked off this past weekend. I wasn't, I didn't watch that much because I wasn't impressed on Sunday even. So.
Well, the Premier Division kicked off on Friday night already. We won Division 1 quickly. The Eagles, as I mentioned, they in the final against the Falker on next week Saturday. But the Premier Division, we had the Sharks. They had to fight very hard for their win over the Pumas in Mubabela. It's very difficult. Mm-hmm. They beat them 26-24. The Stormers at home had to also claw their way back after going down at halftime.
But
they were
beating the champions, beating the defending champions.
The defending champions, I tell you what. But now you can see the Stormers building. Anyway, they won that one in the end, in also rainy, sliding circumstances. Then on Sunday, we had the Cheetahs who just came out against the Lions. Anisha, ek sê vir jou 29-27 close game, maar die groot punt was Faf de Klerk het sy buiging weer gemaak vir 'n nuwe span in die Cheetahs.
Yes, en hy het vir hulle presies gewys hoekom hy ja gesê het vir daai kontrak. Hy was lus vir 'n nuwe span, 'n nuwe energie en net uitstekende spanwerk, nie net van Faf se kant af nie, maar ook van die Toyota Cheetahs af hierdie naweek.
Ek dink dit is 'n fantastiese uitslag vir hulle. Jy weet die Cheetahs het bietjie gesukkel oor die paar jare wat nou verbygegaan het, maar ek dink hulle bou brilliant. My goeie vriend Blommetjies is nog steeds daar. Great. So after you Blomme, if you're watching, fantastic. Dan, yes, sorry man.
Yeah, no, go Blomme.
Ja, go Blomme. Dan die finale een Sondag was hy
I watched that one.
Jy moes.
Yeah, I had to. But But for me, I think it was still schoolboy years, a lot of handling. But yes, don't blame the weather. Because it's
No,
not,
no.
let's not blame the weather. If you're playing on that kind, if you're playing professional rugby,
Provision, yeah, I
you
agree.
need to ensure that you got your basics right. And if you do not get your basics right, you will be punished.
No one's blaming. Well, no one because
No,
I'll tell you why I said no one.
I saw
And
that
I'm
you
not
actually wanted
arguing.
to bring the weather in, but
Because
anyway.
I'm a Blue Bull supporter, mate.
Okay, yeah.
My
You
vriend-
came for a loose again, huh?
My friend, I'm a Blue Bull supporter. Ek is 'n Blou Bull, ek is in maar. Ja, wat ek wil sê is, die Blou Bulle het die game hulle dissipline was baie swak. As jy moet kyk na hulle dissipline wat regtig iets aantal strafskoppe, die manier op die grond speel, never mind of dit nou reën of modder of wat dit ook al is. Jy moet nog steeds stel na jou basiese goed terug gaan. Jy berei voor vir nie soos ek reg is, help my reg as ek verkeerd is. You know what I mean? They're professional players. So anyway, the discipline cost them the game. And Boland, who is very good, and they're on a roll, and they just pounced on their mistakes.
Look, it's going to be a home ground advantage once again for Boland. The son of Boland Cavaliers and the fortress in Wellington is going to keep the momentum for them going. So, thank you very much. That's it.
That is it for rugby, I must say. So we're going to jump, if it's okay with you. We're going to jump straight into the UFC action. How exciting wasn't that? On Sunday morning, South Africa time, but it was Oklahoma time. It was in the evening. And Driekus, DDP, coming back after almost a year of absence.
I was hoping he gets a hiding, a whooping by our neighbors, but luckily, I love Yeti, but it's Yeti, but I love Yeti, no, what is Yeti.
Yeah, unanimous decision.
It was brilliant from his side. No floor fights for him. He kept the pace going. He was just he was something else. And I think he is looking at getting that title back again.
You know, he wasn't the guy he used to be. He used to go to the ground, to the floor quite a lot in the UFC, as you know, and we've been watching that a little bit. You've been following.
Yep.
But he was on his feet. The kicks to the high kicks, especially to the left side, the way he went in with the punches. I don't think Usman was quite ready. Kamaru Usman, I should say his full name, and from Nigeria. He wasn't ready for those high kicks coming in, and the punches just kept going. Although Kamaru, towards the end, put in a big fight. And I'll tell you a little quote of Du Plessis at the end here, but Alan, your views, het jy gekyk? Ek weet nie of jy gekyk, as jy nie gekyk het nie.
Sy was op vakansie.
Was jy op vakansie? Was jy nie op vakansie?
Dat was 'n bietjie te vroeg vir my.
Okay. No, but the way Driekus came back, you know, he said that I'm back, and he het die grondslag gelê. Ek is nou terug en dis waartoe ek gaan. One of Driekus' quotes, and I quote him, he said, "I'm back in the winner's circle, baby. Let's get my belt back." So die man is terug.
Like I said. All right. So thank you, Alton. Interesting, but we're gonna stick to that. Round 2 Curry Cup coming up, and then we've also got the tennis also finished about a week ago.
Yes, that's Wimbledon.
Yep.
Wimbledon finished about a week ago. Tour de France. So so all of that's still happening. But anyway, we're back after this. After this, we get Interschools time. It's New Orleans up against Kleineberg. It's not just another sports show, and this one is special. We're at Optimus Village and at the Pasadena Spur, as this episode is brought to you with the compliments of Paul Spurs. And you can find them everywhere, Village, and as well as far more. Make sure that you go out and get your ribs, your hot chocolate, your chips, whatever you want. They've got it available, and they've got the weekly specials. But, like I said, this one is really special and close to my heart. It is the Interschools. It's Kleineberg, New Orleans. I've been at New Orleans for many, many years. And we've got one of my favorite teachers here as well, Mr. Abrams, and RJ, the captain, RJ Bucas. Goeienaand, meneer. Goeiedag, meneer. Goeienaand, meneer. Hoe gaan het?
Goed, dankie.
So, hoe is die excitement? Hoe RJ, ek gaan by jou begin. Hoe gaan het met jou eerste? Hoe is die excitement? Is die excitement daar vir die Interskool of vir die Derby? Is jy psyched? Is jy ready daarvoor?
Verseker, ja, dit is daar. Maar die nerves kom hier en daar 'n bietjie in, dat nog iets vir ons.
So as jy moet kyk na die vroeë jare, na die ander spanne, wat Wat gaan in jou mind as jy op die oefenveld gaan, wat sê jy vir jou span?
Soos jy kan sien, hulle het die grondslagfase vir ons gelê. Ons moet verder bou vir die next generasie wat nog na ons moet kom. Nou sien jy in 'n beter toestand as wat jy ook gekry het.
Ja, ek moet hom net eens keer, né? So, meneer Abrams,
Yes.
welkom. Meneer is al jare nou saam met die span, jare by die skool en hoe verskil die span teen die vorige spanne?
Ek dink die span is 'n bietjie meer gedissiplineerd as die vorige span, maar hulle oefen hard, hulle oefen woon die oefeninge gereeld by en ek dink hulle gaan op einde van die dag 'n goeie wedstryd op die dag hê.
Is daar enige concerns met beserings van die onderste kant af wat is nou kan sê, alright, ons moet ook kyk na wat nog veel moet gebeur.
Daar was 2 beserings, maar ek dink dit is opgelos. Ons het fisios ingekry of die ingekry nie, maar hulle na die fisio toe geneem, so dit lyk asof ons op die oomblik beseringvry is.
Okay. En hoe lyk jy as jy by jou uitkom, so hoe het julle gevorder deur die jaar, enige improvement wat julle gesien het van game tot game?
Aan die begin van die seisoen, dissipline was nie so 'n goeie ding ons nie. Maar met die seisoen, in die verloop van die seisoen, het dit baie beter geword tot 'n punt waar ons kan sê daar is 'n span van 23 gedissiplineerde spelers op die veld.
En, ek moet vra, watter posisie speel jy? Want jy lyk soos 'n lock.
Ek speel op inside flanker.
Ek weet nie dat 'n close eye flanker is nie, maar anyway. So okay, so die grootste vraag gaan wees, obviously, die gees in die opbou tot en met interskole, julle is letterlik 2 weke weg af vanaand af. Die NOSS is al klassieke ingesit daar. Wat is julle spanpraatjie? Ek reiterate dit elke keer. Wat is julle spanpraatjie elke dag met die manne?
Ons het nou al van die begin van die jaar af gesê vir mekaar en nie vir jouself nie. Ons bou as 'n span en as daar klein fokus is en klein jakkalsies is, onder die span, ons maak dit saam. Die foute kan nie deur net een man opgelos word nie, maar as ons dit saam doen as een, kan dit 'n baie beter uitkoms wees vir ons almal.
Fantasties man, meneer, julle het 'n baie mature jong man hier,
Kaptein.
kaptein. Meneer, as meneer nou na Aarde kyk en die span kyk en hoe julle vorentoe gaan, wat was die woorde van management se kant af aan hulle?
Ja, gewoonlik sê ons maar vir hulle, ons het deur die jaar mos ons deel gedoen en op die groot dag doen jy jou deel, gee jou beste. So maak nie saak wat die uitslag is nie, maar jy moet van die veld af kan stap en sê ek het my beste, ek het 110% of 100% gegee. En daarmee jy met tevrede kan wees.
Is daar enige verrassings wat ons nou kan kyk? Gaan ek moet vra, hoe ver wil julle wen?
Gemaklik, dat is wat so sê. Gemaklik.
Gemaklik.
Kom op die dag,
Ja.
as jy verrassings wil kyk, kom op die dag
Ja.
na die derby toe, sal jy verrassing sien.
Okay, New Orleans is die gasheer, so sê gou vir ons, waar vind jy interskole plaas hierdie jaar?
As weer Boilo, ek meen Foreststraat, soos gewoonlik, ja, en ons verwag die jaar 'n groot opkoms. Ek dink die weer gaan saamspeel. Gaan mooi weer wees op wolk, maar ek hoop dit reën nie.
En is dit 120?
Zeg weer?
Die hekgelde? Jy lyk soos iemand wat hy uit jou kop het ken.
Ja, ek dink is 150 vir die
110.
paviljoen, ja.
Ja.
En dan, ek weet nie, die pryse verskil mos, maar almal wil ons maar op die paviljoen sit.
Okay, ek is op die paviljoen anyway,
Ja.
so ek het 'n keuse nie. Ek was net gesê, we'll see you there.
Dis 'n hoofgas.
Alright. So baie dankie meneer dat julle gekom het en sterkte vir die interskole. Arzai, ek weet ken jy die skool nie?
Ja.
Maar okay. Meneer, ek het 'n video gesien.
Ja.
Nee. Ons gaan nie by die skool nie. 'n video gesien. Ek dink dit was in 1998 of 1999. Meneer Raymond Fortuin, Klein Nederburg se skoollied was gesing gewees.
Ja.
En die Orleans het nog nie 'n skoollied gehad nie. Toe gaan meneer Raymond Fortuin op veld toe. Ken jy hy? Hy ding is.
Die Orleans we love
Oh,
you.
Orleans we love you.
Nou kan ons 'n stukkie kry van. Kom.
Ja.
Kom.
Dis
Kom
net
nou. 1 2
Oh,
3.
Orleans,
Yes,
we
we
love
love you. with all of our hearts. Kom, kom, sing, sing. We really adore you for the rugby you play. Yes, you're the best in the world, and the mightiest by far. New Orleans, we love you. We honestly do. There we go. And that's it. Ons sien vir julle die 8ste Augustus. Voor 'n stadium. Kry jou kaartjies nou. Ons is nie die nou terug.
Thank you.
Okay, don't forget, every month we're going to have our celebrities doing the longest drive. But, Kapam, come and play free from the 7th until the 31st. You do not pay a cent to see how far you can drive.
'n sent is verdiend man, ek gaan gou probeer.
There we go.
Dankie. Hulle sê, "Hey, hierso, jeppe, swaai. Hou ons so lekker. Ek gaan los."
Welcome back to Not Just Another Sport Show, and we are live here from Pasadena Spur at Optinos Village. And right here with me, we have the manager and one of the vice captains of Klein Nederburg MRI Secondary School.
Yes.
Yes, and I'm very pleased to have you guys. I'm well acquainted with both of you already. And you know, we just had New Orleans with Shile, and they seem quite passionate about the derby ahead. I've watched a few of their games as well in this season, as well a bit more of yours. I'm a big kind supporter of these last few years, and my New Orleans teachers might take me down for that, but it's fine. It's fine. And I must say, the past season has gone very well for you guys, including the sevens. And coming back from the sevens, I'm going to ask you as one of the vice captains, how is the transitioning been?
It has been wonderful for the boys that experienced the sevens tournament and for the youngsters that came up and really just built from the momentum the senior boys, and we just took it from there. And luckily we had a brilliant coach that taught us all these tricks and everything, and we enjoyed it.
Now I must go over to the team manager, Mr.
Yes.
Ruffle. So, you know, coming from sevens to a full 15 game, I've watched your game with NP. In the beginning, there was a bit of a struggle. As Cohen also mentioned, you have a bit younger players as well in the team, where your B team is a bit stronger because there's a bit more of the meticulous in it as well. But how is the transitioning going? You've done a few practices for the upcoming games. How
Yes.
things been?
So it's been a process. We see everything as a stepping stone, and we take things one step at a time. And I think the main priority was the fact that we just focused on the group. We never said it was an A team and a B team. It was an under 19 group that practiced together. Like they say, iron sharpens iron.
Yes.
And where the one lacks, the other one will then just feed and fill up. So I think that has contributed a lot to the momentum and the season that we had. So when things go a bit shaky, we get back up, we motivate one another, and we come back. And I think that is kind of been reflecting in our results at the end of every game.
The important question I think on everybody's minds when it comes to, you know, the supporters, how is there any type of strategy you guys have in securing a win this year in the derby?
Um, I think the plan or the strategy is to not speak a game but play the
Yes.
game. So I will give you a silent answer.
No, that is good. Ahead of kickoff, is there a way that you, whether it's the captain or the team manager, that you're preparing the players mentally? Because as I know, the matric exams is coming up, so they also need to focus on that. But not just the matriculants, the younger players as well. How do you prepare for that mentally? Because it is one of the biggest games of the school careers.
Well, from the coaching staff, we have started with the mental preparation. The boys know that the game starts before the starting whistle, and the derby has already technically started with our holiday program. So we have our team talks, we have our discussions, we have our one-on-ones with the players, and I think the fact that we understand one another more as human beings and brothers instead of just teachers, coaches, and players.
Cohen, is there anything you would like to say to your fellow teammates about the season 8, not just the derby, but the season in terms of schoolwork as well as the derby and all the other games that you guys have focused on?
I just want to say that we as a team should motivate each other to do better. And then just at the end of the day, just to get the results and give that extra 1% so that we can develop as a team and as ourselves.
And team manager, I have to say, these types of derbies, they attract a very big crowd. How, as a community, do you feel like the community helps the school when it comes to these derbies, when it comes to the games?
Um, I personally think it's just by showing up. When the boys look week in, week out, we don't get your large crowds. Because we play in a week, we play on a Wednesday. But on Saturdays when the community is available, no one's at work, and they do show up for the boys. And I think the significance is the fact that the school pride remains many years after that anyone has matriculated. And when you come back, you show the boys that it's much bigger than what's happening right now. There has been people that has worn that jersey years before you, and there's many that will come years ahead of you. And it shows the boys humbleness, and it shows them also that, listen, once I'm no longer here, this game will continue. So I'm not bigger than the game that there is, but I'm here for this moment, and it's what I make of that moment. And then that contributes obviously to the mental growth of a young man going to society, a young girl as well. Speaking about now the girls that I'd be at the school as well.
Just to mention, your girls rugby is also going to be on display that weekend, and exceptional rugby from Klein Neerburg's girls team straight through the year. I know there's like 6 of your girls players that's been taken into the Boland team and played in the under 16 Kevin week as well as the under 18 Kevin week. So congratulations to them.
Thank you.
But just last, ahead of the actual derby day, is there something you as a team manager would like to say to your team, the teachers, and at the end of the day, school?
Um, well, as a team manager, I would like to the staff, the staff and the community of Kleinederberg. Thank you for the support that you've shown the team. The boys, they notice it, they feel it. To the learners, thank you for the support. Thank you for backing the boys, because that drives the hunger to put that jersey on and to represent. And then to the under 19 group, um, thank you for not just the year, but for the years of committing to a team and to a cause. And the journey is far from over. No one is bigger than the game. And like I mentioned, once you live in and experience the moment, that is a lifetime of a memory that you create for yourself. So take it with both hands and enjoy it.
That's a very motivating speech, not just for the fellow students, but also for the teachers as well as the client community. But guys, you don't want to miss out. On the 8th of August 2026, it will be in New Orleans Secondary School against Klein Nederburg Secondary School. I will be there. I don't know about you. They will be there. And I hope to see you there soon.
Hou jy van golf? Dan is Athena's sy Indo-Cup net vir jou. Skryf jou 4-bal gratis in en speel die ikoniese Augusta-baan op 'n wêreldklas golfsimulator. Kwalifiserende rondes vind plaas 3 tot 28 Augustus met die finaal op 29 Augustus. Die wenspan wen 'n jaar se biervoorraad by Athena's. So bespreek voor 31 Julie om jou plek te verseker. WhatsApp ons op 079 667-2894 vandag. Athena's, die tuiste van Parel Sport.
And welcome back. It's not just another sport. So we're getting this thing in next on it's but cool. Yeah, at Pasadena Spa as at in the Optimus Village. Now this episode obviously brought to you with the compliments of the Paul Spurs. And I've got none other than the man himself, the myth, the legend. I've been looking for this guy for many years. Drakenston LFA priest, as well as the Cape Winelands Vice President for SAFA. It is Cyril Cape. Cyril, good evening, man.
Good
Welcome.
evening. Good evening as well.
Where's my top?
We'll talk later. We'll talk after so.
Yes, I need
a Stellenbosch top.
Apart from the Stellenbosch top, I need my Bafana, you know. We maybe eliminate the city eliminators. But I need my Bafana top, man.
You will get it. We'll talk.
But first of all, how's the league going? How's your league going? Is it still pushing? Is it still moving forward?
Yes, our junior leagues are upon to finish now. Our under 12, under 14, under 16. They are playing their last matches this weekend. And then we also have got our Super League, who is also going to finish in 2 weeks' time. And then we've got the regional leagues, which are upon to start end of August in our provincial league, ABC Motsepe.
All right, so but now I actually got you here to talk to me about the Bafana, the build up to the World Cup, AFCON, the build up to the World Cup as well. And I want to get it from you, and I don't want to get you into trouble, well,
Okay.
obviously, because I still need to talk to you about our winnings at the World Cup. So what's your thoughts and your feel around about how the Bafana did, especially in the World Cup?
I think for us as South African people in SAFA itself, I think we didn't get where we wanted, but at least we are happy of where we ended up. Because remember, this is the first time Bafana progressed to the second round. Of which we should have done better. We could have beat Mexico the first match, and even the match against the last match we played against Canada.
Yeah.
We should have beaten Canada, but we went all out to park the bus, defense. But besides that, we are happy with the performance.
Okay, no, but obviously my main concerns was obviously with especially there was no attacking play from the guys. It was it was so neutral. We defend more, attack less, or attack more, and then we show that we actually can win a match.
In which match now you preferring?
No, I'm meaning entire
In
the
the
World Cup.
whole World Cup.
Yeah.
I fully agree with you in the first match openings against Mexico, of which we also believe that you are starting the World Cup is the opening game. Nobody have points yet. Everyone have got 0 points. We should just go all out. But okay, the lesson was taken there because you could see our second match against Czech. We were all over Czech from the start to the end, of which we were also unlucky. The same with Korea. We are attacking, but again, when it comes to Canada, I think our approach against Canada of counter-attack didn't work for us. That's where Canada punished us. You can't defend the whole game.
So now I'm looking at development side. You know, the development side, especially with before the guys get into that province clubs into and then moving from the clubs into the Bafana structure. And what Bruce has done with the Bafana structure. Are you bringing that blueprint from what Bruce is putting out there down to our ground level, with our youngsters, saying, you know what, we need to look a bit more attacking rugby football, almost at the rugby, attacking football, soccer, and then a kind of soccer playing a bit of disky. I want to show off how I can do my tricks. Are you guys looking at just saying, you know what, let's attack here. Let's play more aggressive kind of football so that we can take on guys like your Manchester Uniteds, your Ajax Cape Towns, your Ajax Amsterdams, your Norways at the end of the day.
Yeah, let's take it back first. The reason we brought in Hugo Bruce, it was because of we looked at Belgium, how Belgium performed years ago.
Yeah.
They were nowhere to found, but they've got a philosophy. They built their structure up until they dominated the whole football. That's where Sava decided, no, let's bring in Hugo Bruce. So what I'm trying to say to you, whatever Hugo Bruce is doing, we are implementing that on a lower level.
Yeah.
That is why SAFA now have started to educate the coaches, because we have realized that the whole setup starts from the junior coaches. Everyone wants to be a coach with the SAFA coaching level, of which SAFA coaching level is the lowest level. So what SAFA is doing now, we restart from the start. We are giving each and every coach a KFD, KFC, KFB in a UEFA. So actually, if you can give SAFA at least another 4 or 5 years,
Yeah.
we will see something already. It won't happen overnight, but there is something that SAFA is trying to do.
But no, my thing is, and this is the main thing which I need to look at. And I know what South is currently trying to do, and not just doing but implementing. Are you going to keep Brewers here to assist with training the coaches? Or
Coaches training
are we
program,
leaving
yeah.
or saying, okay, bros, thank you very much, bye. There's your
That's
money.
what I was going to
Bye-bye.
say, yeah.
Okay. Hugo Bruce does not qualify to train coaches.
Okay.
You need to qualify. You need to have also say coaching certificates. There are people also beyond Hugo Bruce who are giving those coaching courses. So coming back to your question, Safa National did approach Hugo Bruce. Remember, Hugo Bruce is now 74 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah, still young. Still a youngster.
Very
Still
young.
young. Of which he said he's gonna talk to his wife and his kids first.
Okay.
About the show again.
But
yeah.
you would see the Madala is finished.
Yeah.
And I also believe that it's time for him to take a rest. He has done a lot for South Africa. We are proud of that. But also coming back, who will take over? Should he say, no, I'm stepping down? But should he say, okay, I'm going to stay as a technical director,
Yeah.
of which we believe that will also assist us as Bafana Bafana.
All right. Okay, so who's taking over from Brewers? Is it Putsa or is it Ben?
It is
Oh,
not.
are you not allowed?
Not to reveal, not allowed to reveal anything just yet.
Actually, those are actually speculations.
Okay.
People
Yeah.
talking about Pito. Yes, Pito is the best coach in South Africa.
Is he the front
He's the
runner?
best candidate.
Is he the front runner?
Actually, there's nothing yet up until Hugo
You
Bruce
don't want to let
give us
anything out?
up until Hugo Bruce give us a way forward.
Oh,
Oh,
right.
okay.
Of which we believe that we need now at least a younger coach
Obviously.
who can take Bafana
Yeah.
further.
For a few years,
We need now a coach who's got experience of international football
Yeah.
as a coach and as a player in Africa. So
Obviously, we're gonna have to look at the man himself, Mr. Ichibo.
Benny Makai.
Very much.
Ben is a good coach. Make no mistake about that. But if Benny avail himself, it all depends on Safa National. What Safa National is saying.
Okay. All right.
As
So
long
what's
as-
next for? So what's next? What's next for you and your team on the ground? Obviously, because this is we grassroots start. So what's next for you and your team? Are we seeing the next Jaden coming through? Are we seeing the next Benny coming through?
So, sorry to interrupt. So I wanted to come in there earlier. So, I was trying to get in there just to ask this World Cup. Have you seen our local lads? You've seen more boys playing all of a sudden. We used to when there's a World Cup, when there's a Euro, whatever cup there is, the curling, anything. The boys and more. Like you remember when we were little guys, when there was a karate movie on at break time, we all go karate out on the
Like
field.
Van Damme
Yeah.
and stuff.
Now we all Van Damme, we all
Yeah.
Bruce Lee. Now, do you see now with this World Cup, do you see more boys now, or do you see more guys, youngsters out on the streets? They all want to be more involved. Do you see a growth? Is there a great future? Obviously, soccer will always have a great future, but you see more and more.
Actually, there is more and more outside. And still, I'm coming back to my point that I've raised earlier, is that the problem lies with the junior coaches. Safa need to equip the junior coaches. Because all over, if you can enter, for example, Mbokweni,
Yeah.
each and every street, when you look left, you will see boys playing football,
Football.
right? All playing football.
Football, yeah.
And then you ask yourself a question, but why are we the lowest rank in football? And which comes back to an answer. That's how we train these boys
Train them,
from the
yeah,
younger
yeah,
age.
absolutely.
From the younger age of 8 years.
Yeah.
So meaning, by start, even myself, I thought I'm the coach, I can coach. Up until 2021, when
Yeah.
I completed my CAF course, then I saw, no man, I knew nothing about,
Not everyone's a coach, yeah.
about coaching.
Yeah.
But for all, there's the kids are outside playing football. And coming back to you, Suel, there is a big future for our kids. I just recently went to East London last week for a week with the Western Cape under 15 boys. It was those winter games in East London. of which our province did very well. Hockey was there, volleyball, rugby was there. Of which our football, our ladies under 17, they won gold. Girls, Western Cape girls under 15, silver. Boys under 15, bronze. Of which we believe that was good. So we are keeping those boys on the database together with the younger girls.
It's good, yeah.
Of which I myself part of the technicals who are going to do the scouting. I completed my scouting course, international scouting course this year in March. So we are in process of going to other regions, see how we can get a talent and keep them
And keep hands
database.
on, yeah.
But the only challenge we are facing again is funds. We can get these boys, but now after creating your database, what's the next move? Because we need funds.
Exactly, you need to step
All
up,
right.
yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna have to cut you there because our time is running out, and I'm gonna get you back on the show. All right. When we do come back, we're gonna literally close up. Final thoughts from myself, Elton, Anisha, about what's gonna be happening forward, and I've got to tell you on next episode what we're gonna do there as well. So after the break, do not go anywhere. Wag vir my. We'll be right back. And welcome back. It's been an interesting show, Anisha. Gotta say,
Definitely.
I need more coffee. I need more hot chocolate. I'm gonna divorce the shops afterwards. You can have the thingies.
The wings,
Yeah,
yes,
you
I'm
can have
ready.
Yeah, obviously, episode here at Pasadena's Gotta say, it's been an absolute fantastic. Thank you very much. They've been hosting us here. Paul Spurs, obviously, Red Mountain Spur
Yes.
at Paul Mall, Pasadena here, Upton is a village. Then, but I want you to think of two things.
Mhm.
One, I've got a elbow, so I can't swing. No? And I was thinking and hoping that we can have a team together of 4 to play football in August.
Maybe you know who has the full ball in August? That is Athena's Sports Restaurant. Bringing it all to you for free, guys. You can go there right now. You have until the 31st of July to book your spot at Athena's Sports Restaurant. That's a full ball, just to take a few swings. We've done it.
Yeah, and
it's
that's
not
why
for me.
that's why I've got an elbow, but I've got a very good swing. Jy kan vir Brandon ook vra. Ek kan slaan.
And if you need any more motivation to go register, what you can win is the free beer for a year. But if you're not into beer, you can go and discuss it with Athena's. But that is a little bit more motivation for you to go and register at Athena's before the 31st of July for their 4-ball that's going to take part straight through August.
Okay, and that's why I want to say I'll get free water. All right. Okay. From us, episode 2. That's a wrap for it.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for joining us. And Anisha, thank you.
Thank you, man.
Next time you sit this side.
No, thank you. Next time I'll still be behind the scenes.
No, I'll chill there. You come and sit this side. But the next one, I've got them. Like I said, we've got the majorates. They've been in Johannesburg.
Wow.
It was a national competition.
It was a national competition. There was a lot of youngsters taking away medals, first places every single day that they took part. So, and a lot of primary school learners as well. So it was amazing to see how good Boelan did, as well as the Cape Winelands.
All right, so I can't wait for that. Then also the other one that's coming our way.
Yes.
The Interschools. But I'll tell you about that in episode 3. Right,
Yes.
see you again. Cheers.